Welcome to Andy's Garage. I'm Andy Phillips. Today I'm going to be showing you where the oxygen sensors or O2 sensors are located on your Dodge Neon. This is the second generation. Now this would apply to the SE, the SXT, the SXT Special Edition, SRT, all of those. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, as we look here under the hood, you can see it a little bit from the top, the upstream one, which is the one that's before the catalytic converter. So let's get a close-up and I'll show you that, and then we'll head underneath. Looking here at the engine, the exhaust going down to the catalytic converter is going to be here in the back near the firewall. So your first O2 sensor, because this only has two, so you just have an upstream and a downstream, which is your upstream is before the catalytic converter, the downstream is after. So the first one you're going to see from up here. So if we come right here on the back of the engine, and I'm going to see if I can get the camera back in there so you can see it. You can see a little bit of it there, but let me get down in there. This is the back of the engine. There's your exhaust going down. There's your catalytic converter. Here's your upstream sensor right here. So you can see it right here along the back. It's pretty easily accessible. You can get to it from either the driver's side or passenger. I'm actually on the passenger side right now looking down because there was the coolant reservoir was in the way of the camera, but you can get to it either way. It's pretty easily accessible. As you can see, here's my hand right here just reaching down, so you could then put the socket on it, remove it, the plug is underneath. Now if we follow this down, there's the catalytic converter. Let's head underneath, meet it on the other side, and I'll show you where the downstream one is. Now you're going to want to get your Neon off the ground to be able to do this. You can either use Rhino ramps or ramps as I have here. If you want to see a product review I did for these particular ramps, you can do so via the link above. I'll also have a link down in the description. But if you don't have ramps, then you might want to use jack stands. You don't want to rely strictly on the jack. That's too dangerous. I've had jacks fail before. You don't want to wind up in a bad situation. So just make sure that you take safety precautions to get the car off the ground with either jack stands or ramps before you go underneath. So I'm sliding under the car here on the driver's side, and there's our exhaust pipe running up to the catalytic converter. So I'm going to slide in a little bit closer and I'll show you where the downstream sensor is located there on the side of it. Sliding towards the catalytic converter, you can see right here on the side, and this is the driver's side. On the driver's side, right on the side there, is your downstream. So the upstream, as we saw, was coming right before the catalytic converter, and then this is your downstream, which is also known as sensor 2. So your upstreams are also called sensor 1. Your downstreams, which are after the catalytic converter, are known as sensor 2. So those are the two here on this Dodge Neon, and this is the same on the SXT, the SE, SRT, all of the second generation Neons. All right, well, that pretty much wraps up this video on identifying the location of the O2 sensors on a Dodge Neon second generation. I hope this video was informative for you. I hope it helped you out, whether you're trying to find out where they're located or maybe you're trying to replace them or whatever, doing some work to them. So I hope this helped you out. Please send me any questions or comments. I would love to hear from you. As always, I appreciate all the support. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time.